My dear friend, I hope it hasn't escaped your mind, but in a few days we are to return to Hogwarts once more. Heavens, I'm so excited. The last weeks of summer have gone by so fast, but I'm happy to not be spending the rest of the year with muggles. Anyway, I wanted to write to you about the preparations for school. Why don't you drop by the day before the start of term? We could prepare together and perhaps do some shopping in Tags𝜗𝜚. What say you, dear? Anyway, you know where to find me. Warm regards. George. Hello, love. Welcome. So, you received my letter. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to finally start a new year at Hogwarts. So, I thought that maybe I could begin by offering you a cup of tea, and then we'll go through some things that we are to use in the school year that is ahead of us. Okay. I have here this lovely cup. Can you see? It has all these beautiful flowers also on the saucer. Nice purple and pink and green. Also inside you can see a little flower. Anyway, it is lovely. So there we are. I will just place this like that, and you've got sugar and tea and some milk, if you like. I also, before we wanted to begin, yesterday I bought some chocolate frogs because I just wanted to come prepared, you know. Anyway, so tomorrow we will go to Tags𝜗𝜚, do some shopping. Have you received the list of books? Yes, me too. So then I would like to go to Tags𝜗𝜚, purchase all the books that we need for this coming year, and then perhaps see for some other things. Also some ingredients for potions and some sweets, of course. And I know, of course, on the Hogwarts Express there's always this lovely lady offering snacks, but I thought just for the two of us we could do some chocolate frogs. And I always think the packaging is so beautiful, don't you think? That's one of the things I love about wizarding chocolate compared to muggle chocolate, of course, is the ornate decorations on packaging. I love purple and gold. Anyway, free wizard and witch's card inside. So, you may open it. Yes, watch out for the frog. Yes. Oh, there it goes. Well, anyway, what card? Oh, Rowena Ravenclaw. The lady of my house. I haven't got a Rowena Ravenclaw before. This is my first. At the back is a little inscription. Rowena Ravenclaw. Medieval. Precise dates unknown. One of the 4 famous founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Rowena Ravenclaw was the most brilliant witch of her time, though legend has it that a broken heart, cause unknown, contributed her to early demise. Her daughter, Helena, the Grey Lady, is the Ravenclaw house ghost at Hogwarts. Yes, of course. In the common room, sometimes she lingers, just floating around. But I always think that enhances the atmosphere. You know, you're just sitting and studying and doing all of these things, and all of a sudden a ghost or spirit starts floating by. Anyway, Rowena Ravenclaw. A new card. But it's your frog, so you should have it. I don't know, don't worry. I'll pick up some new chocolate frogs tomorrow in Diagon Alley, or perhaps on the train, and we'll see. Anyway, before we do anything else, first I want you to have this leather label which says this bag is travelling to Hogwarts. If found, please return to the platform 9 3/4. Because just to be prepared for any things that might happen, I think it is best to place this label on your bag. You can fill in your name, address, city, country, and your telephone number here, just so that if it is found, you can get it back. So that's for you. Now, I would also like to bag some books, because the Monster Book of Monsters that we used last year is the same book that we're going to use this year, because we didn't finish it, remember? Yes. So, I'm quite happy it is currently sleeping, so let's keep it that way. Whisper a little bit. Anyway, I found over the holiday Then also I have these two bags of sealing wax, because me being a Ravenclaw, whenever I would like to send a letter, I would like to seal the envelope with the Ravenclaw seal, and of course that's best with blue sealing wax. And for any other ministry business, I would like to use purple, because of course that's the colour of the Ministry of Magic. But at Hogwarts itself they have just general red sealing wax, so I didn't buy that. Anyway, I'll have to send a letter. Let's do that right now. So, I have here the Ravenclaw crest, and, well, also a G for George, of course. And right here I have a letter. So, over the course of the summer, I purchased this at Tags𝜗𝜚, which is a little box with stamps and a little wax holder. So that way I won't have to carry sealing wax and stamps in my pockets. You remember that last year, right, in the common room, with literally stamps and wax and envelopes lying everywhere around? Well, I won't be able to make that much of a mess anymore with this stamp box. So let's open it up. There we are. And as you can see inside is more two candles, wax, 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 and the Hogwarts house stamp. So I will be using the Hogwarts stamp, because this thing for the wax is filled currently with the excess of red, and this one also has some red on it, so I think that would be best. So let me just light a candle. Also for some general cozy atmosphere. There we go. It's almost burned up, but because we're going to Hogwarts tomorrow, I don't feel like changing it soon. Perhaps over the course of the Christmas holidays or something. And then right here, I bought this at Hogsmeade last Christmas. And inside are red wax beads. So I think perhaps 4 will do, or maybe 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be enough. You can take a look at it if you want. So let's just mount them. I wish there was a spell to speed up this process, you know. But anyway, who cares? So What have you been doing this summer? Oh, that's lovely. Yes. But you didn't. Okay. So, to be quite fair, I've been looking forward to having classes again at Hogwarts for ages. I mean, well, living in Wimbledon can be quite relaxing because it's away from a lot of the busy bees, but well, you know, muggles have this sport called tennis, and in town was this, well, a tournament of some sort. Absolutely disgraceful. Anyway, a friend of mine had tickets for the Quidditch Championship. Did you go to the Quidditch Championships? Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Quite possibly next year. So, we've got the stamp, let's go. There we are. Can you see? Hogwarts. No, it's for Daniel, a friend of mine. I wanted to ask him if he was able, perhaps, to meet me at platform 9 3/4 tomorrow, and we could sit in the train, 3 of us. Lovely. Let's close the books. There we are. By the way, I wanted to ask you, one of the last days of school, I made you that sleeping potion. Did that work? Oh, thank heavens. I was worried I did something wrong. I remember the mandrake roots or something being officially 4, but I added 5 or something of the sort. But everything turned out alright. Oh, thank you. So glad to hear it. So I stumbled upon a little something the other day, which is this. This little clasp, and I thought that even though the Hogwarts robes have clasps of their own, I thought this might give a little unique detail to mine. No, I don't know. I found it in the attic or something. Anyway, I think it looks lovely. But I don't know where it's from. Perhaps tomorrow we could also drop by Madame Markings for some new, neat, wizarding fashion. We'll see. So this one's going into the trunk as well. Most important, we must not forget our quill. I don't have any ink, but we can also purchase that. I think we need to go to Gringotts first tomorrow morning. Just pick up some little coins, because all the things I need to buy is woodrow biking Gringotts. this used to be a potion, but I used the potion and now it's a container for my quill. I like the look of it a lot more than those ordinary quill stands that we have at Hogwarts. I think it has something medieval, like Muggles have that genre of books. I believe it's called fantasy. Muggles like to read that. I think it has a fantasy vibe. Anyway, we need not forget our quill. Have you packed everything, or are there some things ready? Yeah, so quill, ink. I need to buy ink, scarf things, some clothes for the winter. Must not forget that. Because it's already September 1st, I thought that with autumn coming along slowly, I could do with some gloves. And being in the Scottish Highlands, it can sometimes be quite cold. So, do a pair of gloves. They're made of this nice, I believe it's buck leather or deer leather. Anyway, it has a buck right there. See? It still fits. I think I might keep them on because the weather has been a bit colder of late. No, just joking. But I'm just trying to see if they still fit. They do. Do you think they could also be used for herbology? Well, perhaps. Because, don't judge me, right? But I lost my herbology gloves. And they're quite expensive nowadays, and I don't want to buy new herbology gloves. How I lost them? Well, it's quite a funny story actually. So, I was out in the garden because we got that measle, remember? So I was out in the garden playing with Ronnie, my new measle, and oh god, they can be so lovely, you know, those little measles with their furry skins and... Well, anyway, so I had my herbology gloves on, and well, Ronnie came along, and there was this hole in the ground, and a bunny came out. So, of course, Ronnie, being a Kneazle, of course, and of course a Kneazle being related to cats, or being a cat species, after the bunny. So, I wanted to stop Ronnie from getting to the bunny because, you know, that's quite sad. And the bunny, while I wanted to pick Ronnie up, snatched my herbology gloves from my hands, took them into the hole. So, of course, me being a wizard, Accio herbology gloves, or whatever I said, I don't remember, it's all very vague. Accio herbology gloves and they wouldn't come back. So I asked Mama to look inside the garden if there were any other traces of bunny holes or something. Absolutely disappeared. even the same hole that the bunny came out the day I was in the garden. I went inside, I came back out. Completely gone. Yes. So that's the story of my herbology gloves. Perhaps I could take a school pair. By the way, I wonder how many first years we're going to get. I wonder if they are any good. No, just joking. Anyway, so gloves for winter / herbology gloves. No, but I was saying, let's say they bought like 20 new herbology gloves for the first years, and only 5 of them forgot to buy herbology gloves. Well, I could just take a pair of my size, what do you think? A case for my wand, because that is very important. So, I don't have a wand in at the moment, of course, because I'm carrying it. But while travelling or doing something, especially travelling through London with all these muggles around, I like to keep my wand in the box. This is the same box that I got when I bought my wand. Yes, it will offend us, you do. Gosh, it seems like such a long time ago. Heavens. Anyway. Only a few years left. And we'll be out of Hogwarts too. I wonder though. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what I would like to become when I'm out of Hogwarts. Though it would be lovely to have my own little shop, a bookshop or a library. What would you like to be when you finish Hogwarts? An aura or something in the ministry, or perhaps a professor at Hogwarts? Well, anyway, we'll see. Now, the last important thing, the rest is all packed, I believe, is a little notebook. It's the Hogwarts crest right there. And on the front it says a Ravenclaw. Just remember my last notebook disappeared out of nowhere. Perhaps that bunny again. Who knows? Anyway. On the first page is this lovely Hogwarts. All the Hogwarts houses have their own crest, but it's in blue, meaning Ravenclaw, of course. Flipping it over, it says property of Ravenclaw. There's some general information. And as you can see, I've used it already. I thought this could come in handy, because you know, like in the common room you have these boards where people can hang all sorts of things, all important bits of paper. Well, last year we used to have a calendar hanging on there with all the important lessons and occasions. Well, that board didn't survive to the end of the year, so I thought it would be nice to have my own little notebook / agenda. So let's see if we've got everything. I've got this letter, which I will send by owl in a moment. Then I've got my gloves, scarf, and Wandbox, sealing wax, books. We'll drop by some other books tomorrow morning. I've got pyjamas. You've got your gold everything. So, what say you, we go and have lunch now, and then we'll do some more cozy things tonight, perhaps do some light reading with some soft classical music, and tomorrow is the big day. Have you got your ticket to the Hogwarts Express? Good. I think we're done. Shall we have lunch, and then tomorrow is the big day at Hogwarts. I'm so excited. Anyway, just take a last sip of your tea. So, let's get ready to go to Hogwarts.